A lot of time we associate warriors and hunters and war, conflict in general, as a very angry and aggressive experience. However, it requires a lot of patience and a lot of skill. Even if we are given all the arms and ammunitions and sent on the border as soldiers, we can't just go on firing here and there. We have to have our target clear before us. We have to be very skilled with respect to what is the weapon that needs to be used right now. If the person is in close proximity, do I take out a dagger or a sword? If it's a far distance, will my gun be able to catch that target? Oh, there's so many of them. Do I need a grenade? So there is no one way for us to confront all these demons and these enemies. Similarly, for our inner conflicts, we can't have the same thing applied to every issue, to every conflict, to every challenge, to every difficulty. Let's sit and talk. No, sometimes people, relationships need distance, their own space. Sometimes an upheaval in our emotional being, our mental being needs to be addressed right there and then before it becomes big. Sometimes we have to let a lot of energy, time pass to then confront that. We've heard the superhero stories where a child grew up and became the biggest yodha and all that. Waited. Because right now I do not have the strength. Right now I do not have the skills to deal with these issues. And it's okay. But that does not mean I am putting them away. I can't deal with them, may as well leave them behind. Because I will always be exposed to them and I will always be vulnerable. And I will always be uncertain and live with that. If this is a skill that is important in my life, what am I doing to better that? That is the only work we need to do. We did what we did at a particular time as per the awareness we held in that moment, the alignment we had at that time. So it's so important to review our lives from heightened awareness, a more aligned space, because I am who I am, not who I was. I was not as skilled. I was not as patient. I was not as compassionate when a certain event happened in my life with respect to another person, with respect to my medical issues, with respect to my finances, with respect to my heartbreak, etc., etc., etc. I dealt with it at that time in the best manner I could. But now that I have learned and grown and evolved, can I revisit it? Because I need to assess how much stronger am I. My journey cannot be assessed with another person's patience, how quickly they forgive, how grateful they are, because I do not know how far they have come in their lives. I exactly know how far I have come, where I'm still cheating, where do I need to go. I only and only and only have to focus on me. I cannot be in a deep, dark forest telling others, hey, listen, shoot that one and catch that one, because I will be caught by then and killed. So for my survival, I need to be present in my own space. We spend so much time advising others. How many times do I review the same thing if you're recreating, the same painting if you're drawing again, if the same dance I'm dancing again, don't I have to be better at it? Because I've done it. I did it at a time I had just learned. Yeah, it was good. But now if I've done it 5 times over, should I not be able to do it better in a more efficient way? And that's why we revisit our journey. Just because I know how to deal with my issues, I haven't become the divine yet. As long as we are in the physical bodies, there is more to learn, absorb, evolve. The divine is craving to see us shine in all our light and survive healthily in our dark times. Imagine how arrogant we are as humans Our planet can have day and night at the same time. Right now, when we are sitting in bright daylight, there's darkness in certain parts of the world. Imagine how nature works, so humble. This and that both exist. The deserts and the forests both exist. The rivers exist and the mountains exist. Everything is coexisting. Death and life both exist. Why do we want only certain things as part of us? That is what we really, really need to sit with and reflect. Because that is the gap we are increasing, which creates more and more inner conflicts. We are on the other side. There's no other person fighting any war, any battles. Nobody else on the other side. I'm getting more and more fragmented, and then some parts of me come in front of me, challenging me. If I'm ready to work with them in one team, imagine the time I'm going to save, the energy that I'm going to have to do things I haven't even imagined yet, because I'm so busy reimagining and reliving so many other experiences, going round and round. And anytime we go through a conflict, in that moment, can we just press a pause button and say, am I operating from my highest and best self? And there, the person in front will say, you, no, far, far away. And then you say, okay, how do I get there? And humbly ask yourself, how do I get to that point? And they will not tell you, they will walk with you. All ourselves fragmented here and there are waiting to be with us, caressed and loved, waiting to be owned by us. They're all going to fight for our attention. The one that needs to be forgiven, the one that needs to forgive, the one that needs to be more grateful, one needs to slow down a bit, one needs to move a bit, the lazy one and the aggressive one, and all these little me's are waiting, all of them. So I need to be here and prioritize who needs me right now. Ultimately, they're all me. They're all parts of me. I need them all. Forget they needing me. They've survived on their own, but I need all of them to be the whole, complete, abundant me that I deserve to be, that I'm born to be. We just want to be going forward and forward and where are we going? Where is this forward journey leading us to? Ultimately, we have to go there, and that will happen in its own time. How much aggression and impatience to get somewhere, and where are we going? If we can't be where we are, we can't be where we need to be. And right now, I need to be here, fully alert, fully aware, fully alive, fully aligned, and fully divine.